And we are live. Alrighty, let's make sure everyone knows. Hello there. Comment if you're here. And I'm again. What are your Alrighty, I'll wait a bit. See if people show up. I'm waiting. Well, okay. Anyways, ready? Just making sure. Hey, Harp, what's doing? Just making sure everyone's here, all right? If not many people are here, I'm going to start just with you guys, with you at least. Awesome. Give me a minute. Sorry about that. I'm back. Alrighty. So, before we begin, Harp, if you don't mind, do you think you can tell people that I'm live? Just so we can get a few more people here. And while I wait for that, I'm going to see what I could pull off. So I might as well begin with discussing Hanukkah, what it is, why it exists. Hanukkah is the winter holiday of the Jews, where we light the menorah for 8 days a week to remember the miracle that took place long, long ago in Jerusalem. It's a pretty fascinating story, too. In case you're wondering what that hissing sound is, that's the radiator. Alrighty. We're just going to wait for a few more people. Obviously, just so we can really begin with an audience. Harp, you still here? Awesome. Just going to make sure everyone else So yeah, let's begin with a few questions regarding the holiday before I begin the story of Hanukkah. If you have any questions, Harp, feel free to ask them. Hello, everyone. A minute. And did that person just leave? Oh man. Okay. Because wouldn't you answer questions with the story of the holiday? Yes. Yes, I would. However, I want to wait for a few more people before I begin that story. As well. Okay, that said, let's see who else can make it. Okay. So in the meantime, Harp, if you have any other questions right now, feel free to ask them. Since I wish I had a bigger following. Yes, I wish to, man. Like at the end of the day, it is quite sad that I don't have a bigger following already. Yeah, it could be. It could very much be that people are busy. Simultaneously, it could also be, well, I don't know, that people I don't know. There could be lots of reasons. But I do know this, that whatever the reason, as long as things are going smoothly, things will look up. Anyways, I'm just gonna see if a few more people can make it. In fact, I'm gonna see if Delta can maybe make it. Okay, let's see. Still there, Harp? Wait, leave if he does show up or doesn't? Like, oh no. Wait, might I ask why? Um, oh, I think I get what happened. Uh, Something happened between you two, didn't it? Oh man. Oh man. That is uh that is pretty upsetting. Anyways, I'm gonna see if anyone else can at least show up. We'll see. Yeah, so just gonna make sure you know what, I might as well oh, thanks, Harp. Really, that really makes my day. So that being said, I'm going to I think I might as well just begin the story because I guess people show up and then I'll catch them up and such. The classic, as if you were in a movie theater and you go in the middle of the movie, then you need to make sure that you know what the source is. And hello, welcome to the stream. Please, please introduce yourself into the chat. Have to endure even if it is awkward. Yeah, man, I get it. Luckily, we are not alone. At least I hope we're not alone. And even if we are, I guess that's suppose. I guess at least I have somebody to tell the story to. Because at the end of the day, that is what this stream is all about: telling the story of Hanukkah, why it's important, and answering any questions you may have about it. So let's begin. And it all takes place within the land of Judea. This is a land in the land of Israel where the Jews would hang out there. They would learn their Bible, the Jewish Bible known as the Torah, and do good deeds to for their neighbors. It wouldn't be until one day the Greeks would stroll in and obviously, kind of take over the land a bit, which wasn't really all that good, but it started off pretty tame. They went into the town and they were all like, okay, guys, Antiochus is your king now. And if you're wondering which king that is in history, Antiochus, let me just look that up real quick. Antiochus. Of the Hanukkah story. It was Antiochus the fourth, or is that the sixth? No, it's the fourth of Epiphanes. So it was during 164 BC. So yeah, it was a very important time. And that was the king of the Greeks by then. So it would then be that the king kind of wanted the Jews to assimilate. And assimilation means that he wanted them to kind of change into the Greek culture. Basically, eat their food, play their sports, learn their language, practice their philosophies, and more importantly, serve their idols. And we all know why that would actually be a bad thing. Otherwise, we'd be serving stone, which is not good. And obviously, the Jews were pretty stubborn when it came to this. They didn't do it. They would progress in what they were known for, despite the Greeks trying a lot of different strategies, like introducing them to their culture, like the Olympics and such. And some Jews did participate in these things, but at the end of the day, they never really assimilated. They still remained Jews. Until one day, the status report would come back to the king, they basically told what was happening in Judea and Israel and such. And they really came back with a bad report. It was not good for the Greeks. They were not getting any progress done until the king decided to make a decision at that very moment. I'm paraphrasing here, but he said something around the lines of, let's see what an iron fist can do. And in case you're wondering, that means he was technically going to beat the Judaism out of the people. And this, in turn, is actually pretty fascinating, because if you consider the Jewish history of all of our enemies, no matter what, they've always tried to kill us in ways that were really not good. Basically murder. However, the Greeks took a very different approach here. They didn't try to kill us physically. They tried to kill us spiritually. Harp, comment if you're still there. And definitely give any response to anything you find interesting. Anyways, that being said, the Greeks would begin to make some new laws for Israel. And it started with 5 simple laws that were honestly very tragic. Good, you're still here. So the first law, thou shalt not celebrate the Sabbath. You cannot learn your Bible. You cannot eat kosher, which is the spiritual diet of the Jews. You cannot perform a circumcision, and you cannot celebrate the new month. And those are very targeting decrees when it comes to being Jewish, which is very, very scary, to say the least. And it would start out that way, where a lot of people were pretty resilient, but they would be punished by death, which is scary. Very, very, very scary. And since that was the case, a lot of people tried to do it in hiding. Some, sadly, even gave up and actually converted to Greek Greek religion, which, as we call it, to be paganism. Very, very, very sad stuff. Until one day, the Greeks decided to take it a step further. Harp, comment if you're still here. Just going to wait on you. Awesome. So the Greeks decided to play a little awesome. So the Greeks decided to play a little bit of a crime here on against the Jewish people. They went to the Holy Temple one day. They killed a lot of the Kohanim, as they say in Hebrew, which would be the priests that would work in the temple. And they not only did that, they also destroyed a lot of holy relics in the temple and turned it into a place of idol worship. They even brought a pig into the temple, which is terrible because according to Judaism, probably the animal that is the most revolted upon when it comes to eating is the pig. We're definitely not allowed to eat pig for an abundance of reasons. But the idea that you would bring a pig, which, as the saying goes, when it comes to kosher, you are what you eat, into the temple, into the Holy Temple, which was the holiest site in the entire world, still is. So the fact that you would bring something as unholy into such sacred ground, you could call it a crime against humanity. Very, very, very terrible stuff. Until one day, we now cut to our hero of the story, the high priest himself, Matisyahu, would hear about the events that have been happening in the temple. And so he called upon his sons and he said, "My sons, we are dealing with a very, very, very scary situation in these times. The Greeks have completely just been they've just been at it at trying to destroy our religion, our entire culture. And we mustn't let them. We can't. Otherwise, we will never be able to observe our religion in peace." And of course, his sons understand him, and they're like, "We understand you, Father, but what do we do? What can we do, even?" And of course, it would almost seem like a moment of silence there, just wondering what the heck we could possibly do, until Matisyahu says, "It's simple, fight back. We must rebel against these pagans, these terrible people who mean to destroy what it means to be Jewish and such. Starting now, we must leave Jerusalem, go to Judea, and conquer our land again. Not just so we can thrive as Jews, but so our generations in the future can also thrive." And so things would thankfully begin to look up a bit. They would leave Jerusalem and travel across Israel, Judea being one of the first stops. And it was there Matisyahu was greeted by a Greek soldier who was forcing a lot of people, and not forcing some people who had already converted to Greek paganism, and they were sacrificing pigs. Very, very terrible stuff. And when they were forcing Matisyahu to do the same, Matisyahu not just only rebelled, he fought back and won that fight by by killing all those who were disgracing the Jewish name and the Jewish nation. And on that day, he said, "All who are for God, follow me." That is an actual quote. And thus the rebellion known as the Maccabees were born, or as the English say, the Maccabees. These were a small rebellion who was mainly made by a bunch of farmers. Obviously, nothing too great about these people. They were simple men, and one of the generals of this little rebellion was one of Matisyahu's sons, known as Yehuda HaMaccabee, or you can call him Judah the Maccabee, which Maccabee in Hebrew, translated to English, would mean hammer. So in a sense, they were known as the Hammers. Can't touch this. Okay, jokes aside. But seriously, though, they were called the Hammers. Really epic name if you think about it. And they were going to nail the Greeks, which sounds epic. Yeah, it's awesome. And obviously, there were times in strife where even the training, like these guys were pretty much simpletons. They have never really been in combat. They were, in a sense, kind of like weaklings. And so there was at one point where one of the followers asked Judah. He was like, "Judah, as you can see, a lot of these men, they're not of fighting type. They're not exactly what you would call actual soldiers. They've probably never even been to combat, like, ever." And understandable as that sounds, Judah then reassured his man who was questioning him. He said, well, yes, these guys aren't exactly of fighting stature, but if you think about it, even if there are shepherds can fight like wolves to defend the flock. And the minute that their values and everything that they hold dear is in danger, they will fight tooth and nail for it. So therefore, you could definitely guarantee that there will definitely be a win there. So yeah, you don't have the manpower, but you definitely have the desire to win, which is amazing. Like, they were that determined to win. And so the Maccabees would they'd begin their rebellion. They started off by fighting in Judea. Harp, Texan, Harp, comment if you're still here. Oh yeah, definitely. And yes, actually, Harp, that determination led to a sweeping victory in claiming back Judea. And by the way, just for measurements, of the Greek army, let me just pull some numbers here. Greek army power in 164 BC. And yeah, this was an army. If I have to go, I'll tell you all. Or if my internet stops working. Yeah, I hear that. Okay, so the Greek army itself was a very powerful army, worth over 10,000 people, probably even more, or 100,000. This was a big army and a powerful one too. And that being said, when you compare it with a few shepherds coming from a little town in Judea and Israel, it's okay. Anyways, I'm back. So yeah, the Maccabim would, despite their small numbers, would actually go ahead and actually quite literally nail the Greeks when it came to this fight. They claimed back Judea in just one foul sweep. It was that embarrassing of a loss for the Greeks. And it was amazing. And it would continue like this for just about as long as it needed to go. And that being said, we now get to my bad. We now get up to the point where Matisyahu, the high priest, now passes away, sadly. And that kind of hits hard when it comes down to it. And it hits hard in a way that's very sad. Because now that you've lost the face of your rebellion, it kind of is hard to keep on going. But they were determined. And it would then go on to eventually still keep going, sweeping victory after sweeping victory, until they finally kicked Antiochus out of the land of Israel for good. And they would claim back the temple. And you would think that's where the story ends. Well, here's a correction. You're wrong. In fact, the Jews would go back to their holy temple to celebrate, only to find that, like before, as I said, the Greeks ruined everything on the Temple Mount. Everything was destroyed. Dead bodies of priests who worked there, and the destroyed menorah, the destroyed jars of oil. It was just a wreck. It was terrible. It was a terrible sight. So the Jews would band together, clean up, and and destroy any idols that were within the holy land of the holy temple. And then when everything was said and done, everything was clean, the rebels would now come together to light the menorah in celebration. However, just one problem. They had no oil. All of it was destroyed by the Greeks, especially their seals of approval from the high priest. So they really had no oil that they could use to light the menorah until it was discovered that they found one small jar of oil. And as And as amazing as it was, there was just one problem. The jar only seemed to have enough oil to last one day, which obviously did not really track well with a lot of the people. Where especially if if you're going to light the menorah, it has to last for 8 days, and it would take 8 days already to go get new oil. So that was already a problem. Luckily, they were like, fine, we might as well light the menorah with the oil we have. Besides, miracles do happen. Of course, they were not banking on the miracle, but luckily, it did happen. Obviously, the first day passed, but they were still lit. Second day passes, it's still lit. The third day, the fourth day, the fifth day, the sixth day, the seventh day. It burned for an entire week until finally the eighth day came, and it remained lit for all of the 8 days, showcasing that God was still with them. And he always had been, especially during their time of need. And so, nowadays, we celebrate this miracle by eating fried foods of such, like donuts or potato latkes, to remember the miracle of the oil. And we also play dreidel because of the kids who would actually pretend not to be learning the Holy Bible whenever the Greeks came in, so that they may stay alive and continue to learn Torah for another day. Lots of things we do on this holiday, especially to remember the great miracle that happened that day, or rather for those 8 days. And it is mainly not just to remember that God is always with us, but it's also to remember that we have the freedom to basically just be Jews, to have the freedom of religion. It's an amazing thing. And that's something worth celebrating. And that is the story of Hanukkah. So what are your thoughts on it, Harp? Just waiting for I'm glad you enjoyed, Harp. And yeah, the story of Hanukkah is definitely definitely a story with a purpose, and the holiday is a lot more important than a lot of people claim for it to be, which is why it usually just drives me crazy whenever people say it's a minor holiday. And now you know it. That's definitely it's definitely a story to tell many people who don't understand the holiday. Because at the end of the day, it is a very important holiday when it comes to our history. And that being said, now that I've said the story, it's about time we get some questions in so that I may answer them. So if you have any questions, Harp, now is the time to ask. And while I do that, I'm going to see who else can make it. Alrighty. How many candles again? It's mainly 8 to reminisce on the fact that the miracle lasted 8 days, the miracle of the oil. And so we light 8 candles to commemorate that fact. And primarily it depends on what opinion you hold. But some light one candle for the first night, and then add another candle for each night that comes up. So we'll start with 1 on the first night, and then end with 8 on the last night. It's pretty interesting stuff. And that said, and yes, I did light the first candle tonight. It was a very special moment. And it very much goes to show that this holiday very much is important. And people deserve to know its importance. And with that said, if there's any other questions you got, definitely feel free to ask. Alrighty. So, yeah, if there's any other questions you have about Hanukkah, definitely feel free to ask. You're making art for the holiday, right? Yes, I am, actually. In fact, I've just added your character, Veronica. She will be attending the party. Who else is at the party, you might ask? I do recall Thorns and Overgrown will make it. I'm positive they will. It's just a matter of when. All I know is I'm going to be making 4 photos of the party, different characters in different scenarios. In fact, I'll show you Harp right now where I'm at with it. And alrighty, it's sent to you, Harp. I sent it to you in the DMs. And it is my first time drawing Veronica in a while. And it's my first time drawing her with her glasses on. She's such a queen. I'm glad you like it, Harp. And just gonna make sure everyone else is alrighty. Harp, is there any other questions you have? Before, well, okay. Oh, thank you. It really means a lot to me that you like it, Harp. And honestly means a lot to me that anyone likes my art. Because, yeah, it's pretty good art. Now, I'm going to see what else I can answer regarding your questions. Alrighty. Alrighty, let's see what else I can answer as I continue to draw for the holiday special. Now, if only I had a webcam that I could just overlay me drawing, which I don't. I wish I did. That way I wouldn't have to reveal my face exactly, but I could at least show you what I'm doing. So I'm just going to move my laptop a bit. And I should have enough room now. Now, who else to add in this? Definitely do it, Harp. Like, I think you should do it. Like, definitely stream yourself doing some art. Like drawing, like a drawing stream. That would be awesome. That'd be epic. And who knows, maybe I'll do a stream where I just take requests of drawing rather than just a Q&A. Alrighty. Anyways, any other questions, Harp? or any other things that you want to know about? Do you celebrate with anyone? Yes, I do. I celebrate with my family usually, but since I am not home at the moment, I had to lighten my dorm. So what do we eat? Chocolate gelt being one of my favorite things to eat on Hanukkah, which is basically chocolate coins. So chocolate gelt and fried foods, primarily to reminisce on the miracle of Hanukkah. So yeah, lots of uh, lots of fried foods like donuts and latkes. Latkes being potato pancakes, depending on how you make them. Tasty stuff. Makes me all the more excited to go home tomorrow and light with my light the candles with my family. Very fun stuff. Anything else you want to know? Yeah, it is really nice. It's very nice stuff. Hmm. You've been celebrating every year. Obviously, yes. I've been celebrating every year. Every year since I was born. I was born into my religion, obviously. So I had the bris and stuff. I made sure that I was good, kosher, as they say. And I've been celebrating my people's freedom of religion ever since I was born. So yeah, that's good. I've been celebrating Hanukkah every year, and it isn't like a once in a blue moon thing either. It's like every time around December, which is fitting. Like I wouldn't be celebrating something that would be like once in a while. Like you don't do that when it comes to a holiday, any holiday for that matter. So that being said, yes, I've been celebrating every year. To sum it up. And as I wait for more questions, I'm going to see who else I can add in here on this holiday special. Oh, yeah. Okay, so now I remember who. Anyways, any other questions you got for me, man? I don't know. That's fair. It isn't always very easy to come up with answers, come up with questions like that on the spot. I have faith in you, though. In the meantime, I'm going to see who else I can really put in my special. Give me a minute. Apologies about that. I'm back. And yeah, as I said, more questions. If you have any, that is. Alrighty. So let's see, figure that out. I could tell you a little bit more about dreidel. How about that, Harp? Would you want to hear more about dreidel? Would the candle going out early ruin the holiday? No, it wouldn't, unless somebody were to blow them out, which isn't that big of a deal. But like, it's definitely something you shouldn't really try to do. Because let's face it, trying to blow out the candles isn't exactly something that's very good. It's not good. Yeah. So yeah, you wouldn't want to blow out the candles. That's quite literally a no-go. Anyways, I'm back. Sorry about that, guys. I was completely unexpected. So yeah, why don't we talk about Dreidel? It's a pretty fun game, so I might as well explain to you how it works, why we play it, and such. Would you want to hear about Dreidel, Harp? Just gonna wait for you to answer there. Okay, so allow me to talk about Dreidel. Dreidel is the top game of Hanukkah. It is a game where you, the person in question, try to win as much of whatever is at stake. And you do that by spinning a top, and there's four sides representing four letters known as Nun, Gimel, He, and Shin. Those are the four letters, which is also meant to represent a phrase known as "a miracle happened there," which would, in Hebrew, it would be Nes Gadol Haya Po, Haya Sham. Sham? Give me a minute. Okay, got confirmation. So Nes Gadol Haya Po would be for Israel, which would be a pei, not a shin. And for America, it would be Nes Gadol, or anywhere else that's not Israel, Nes Gadol Haya Sham, which would mean a miracle happened there. If you were to do it in Israel, it would be a miracle happened here, because the miracle happened in Israel. So yeah, pretty interesting stuff there. Otherwise, yeah. And the rules of the game are simple. Just get the most of whatever's in the pot. So if you spin a nun, what you need to do in that circumstance is nothing. You just do nothing. It's basically a skip a turn, and you can't really go on that turn. Gimel would be you win. You just win the whole lot and the whole round, and then everyone just like puts in more for the next round. Pretty interesting stuff. And then you have the letter He, which would basically be take half of the lot. And then you got the letter Shin, which would be you have to contribute to the lot. Just put whatever is in your pile in the lot. And it's a pretty fun game. And the person with the most at the end of the game wins. It's simple but very fun. And it's basically, as they would say, gambling for kids. It's pretty fun. Like genuinely hard. I can imagine like playing this game with you. And you'd probably enjoy it actually. Like genuinely speaking, would this be a game that you'd want to try? Just waiting for your response there. As I peer through my references. He don't want to shower. He got an 8:30. What? Give me a minute. So yeah, I guess we could play a few games, assuming that we have anything at stake. So I guess we can't really play right now, but it's a fun game. I'll say that much. And it's especially fun when the other player is getting like all the nuns or the shins, and you're getting all the gimmels. Yeah, definitely is fun. It's fun stuff. And yeah, that's the premise of Dreidel. Very simple game. As they say, a minute to learn, a lifetime to master. Give me a minute. Give me a minute. And I'm back. Okay. So yeah. Pretty fun stuff. Dreidel. And yeah, we just eat gelt and stuff. Gelt is good. Chocolate gelt. Any other questions, Harp? As I wait for you, I'm just going to keep on drawing a bit. Telling you what I draw. As I draw it. Not much. I hear that. I definitely hear that, man. Anything else that I want to talk about? I guess I could just do anything else under the sun. You know, just any topic. Hit me with anything. Besides, it's the holidays. We can talk about anything. We're friends. We're cool. So yeah, just hit me with any topic. Why do I hate mint? I hate mint because of its strong taste. I've had mint before. It's just so, how do I put it? fresh in a sense that like I hate it. Such a strong taste and such an annoying. It's so annoying to eat. It's just so annoying, man. I even have to like brush my teeth with like mint toothpaste, and I mix it in with like kids' toothpaste or something. Tastes better that way. I also remember having myself some mint shampoo once. Not to eat, just to use because I had to use like shampoo, and I was like, okay, what could be the harm? I couldn't breathe in that shower for 5 minutes.
What happened?
Give me a minute. So yeah, that's the reason why I hate mint. I just have a lot of bad experiences with mint. It's some terrible stuff. I hate it. Hate it with a passion. And that being said, I suppose I'll never be able to escape the controversy of me hating mint, and that people will probably hate me for hating mint.
The usual.
It's okay. You heavy.
I
Hold on
know.
a second. So yeah, that's I'm back, and that's primarily the reason why I hate mint so much. I just have very terrible experiences with mint. And yes, Thunder Kid, the character also really hates mint. I don't think people are going to hate you for hating mint. Lol. To be fair, it is not my most controversial food opinion. In fact, I can also say that, in my opinion, this is probably probably the biggest hot take I'll ever have right now. Steak is overrated. Like, I don't get the hype behind a slab of meat. It's not that I hate meat. I actually will eat meat. I will. It's just I don't understand the hype behind a slab of meat that we call steak. Like, what's the hype? It's just a piece of meat. I've had it before. It's not like the best thing in the world. So yeah, steak is overrated. It is good, but simultaneously, like, there are probably better foods out there, in my opinion. Like, if I had to put steak on a tier list when it comes to food, I'm putting it in C. It's a C tier. Not not disgusting, but not exactly something like worth getting excited over. So yeah, it's C tier. You know what? I'm probably just gonna make a live stream where you guys give me food, and I'll just make a tier list. Just making a tier list of food. Would you want to see that, Harp? Because I have a feeling you'd probably enjoy that. tacos. Tacos, I would rank it at maybe, it's not an S tier. Definitely not an S tier. I'd probably put it at like B tier. Probably due to the fact that like it really depends on what you put in it, and it also depends on how good the taco shell is, as in like how stable it is and such. The practicality of eating it, how you would eat it. So yeah, I'd put tacos at tier B. And if there's any other food you want to know, just feel free to ask. If we're going to be doing the food ranking thing now. So, as I said, steak would be a C tier. I'd put tacos in B. Because, yeah, that's where tacos go, the B tier. And if you have any other food that you want me to rank, speak now or forever hold your peace. Seafood. F tier. F tier. Bottom tier. Down to the deepest pits of hell. I don't care. Dude, I hate fish. I hate the idea of eating fish. Like, I've had pet fish. Pet fish are fine. Like, you can just see them swimming around in your shrimp and lobster. Like, I get that lobster is somehow a luxury food. Shrimp, I don't understand how can ever be like a food at all, especially when they're dubbed the cockroaches of the sea. No joke, they literally eat fish poop. In fact, that's why if you ever have a shrimp in your fish tank, you'll find your fish tank to be much cleaner, and you won't have to like clean it of like fish waste because the shrimp eat it. So yeah, shrimp. I don't understand why people like shrimp. I know I can never eat it, but generally speaking, like, I don't think I'll ever understand why people even like shrimp. It's just such an over. I don't like it. Seafood in general. Seafood in general is just terrible, man. Actually, people do eat bugs in. I'm pretty sure they eat it in the Middle East, specifically grasshoppers. According to the Jewish law, there are seven or five species of grasshopper that we are actually allowed to eat, but we don't eat them because why would you want to eat bugs? And yes, People eat shrimp but won't eat bugs. It's weird, man. It's definitely weird. It's absolutely weird. People are weird. They're just weird. They're all weird. Weird. Yeah, it's crazy. So yeah, people are weird. They won't eat bugs, but they'll eat shrimp, literally known as the cockroaches of the sea. Look at me, I'm a shrimp. I don't know. Like, that's my impression of a shrimp. They're just disgusting creatures, man. The cockroaches of the sea, as they are so correctly said to be. And with that said, let's see what other food you can throw my way, and I'll tell you if they're good or not. Potatoes. Honestly, potatoes might actually be S tier if you think about it, because they come in so many varieties. Like, you cannot really say you don't like potatoes, because at the end of the day, there is something that potatoes can be that you like French fries. Everyone loves French fries. You can't say you hate potatoes, because then you're saying you hate French fries. So yeah, potatoes are an S tier because you could do so much with them. You can, yes, potatoes are S tier. Top of the list, S tier. S tier potatoes, because you can do so much with them. You can mash them, you can fry them, you can grill them. Just don't eat them raw, otherwise you're probably going to get sick. Otherwise, S tier, S tier food, potatoes. Very good stuff, man. Potatoes are solid. Have you seen potato? They're grown, pretty satisfying. I'll grow them one day. Yeah, it actually is pretty cool. They're quite literally roots. So you just grow them underground and they'll basically just grow by themselves. It's awesome. Like, potatoes are fascinating. You can eat them in so many different ways, and they have a very fascinating way of growing. So yeah, potatoes. Solid stuff, man. Very, very solid stuff. And yes, I definitely do think you should grow some potatoes one day, because they'll survive probably any condition, and you'll end up with fresh potatoes pretty much all the time. You're just going to make sure they're good. Peel them properly and such. And yeah, you'd have yourself some good potatoes. So come on, give me another food. Come on, give me anything. Any food. Go ahead. Alrighty. So, yeah, potatoes are awesome. So, just to recap, steak is C tier, potatoes are S tier, seafood is F tier, and yeah, I'm pretty sure that's all of the food we've mentioned. Oh yeah, tacos are B tier. Tacos are good. Not like something I'd go for often, but they're good. Spaghetti, S tier. S tier all the way. Like, do noodles as a whole, they just hit different than like regular pasta. Spaghetti is S tier, straight up S tier. I love spaghetti. Steak season. Yeah, because like no joke, like it's just a slab of meat. Like, why would anyone be so hyped over just a piece of meat? I mean, it's good, but it's not that good. Like, it's overhyped. I'm just saying that. So yeah, that's why steak is C tier. Steak is C tier. Spaghetti and potatoes are S tier. Tacos are B tier. Seafood is F tier. That's so far the tier list. Here, wait a minute. Let me just make a tier list. Tier list. Okay. Actually, I'm probably going to do rate music artists later, so I'm just going to put that in a new tab. Start. No, I don't want. Okay. Okay, so template, food. Make your own template. Okay, so we got D. It's overhyped, but it's good. Yeah, it's over. Yeah, it is good, but like as I said, it's overhyped. So yeah, that's why. So that's why steak is like. I'm just gonna split the screens here. Okay. So now it's split screen, so I can see the comments and I can see the tier list. So let's create row below. E. No, wait, they skip E and then they just do F for some reason. Like, anyone know why there's no E's in tier lists? It's weird. Okay, so let's okay, so steak. So let's add steak to the tier list. In the meantime, Harp, think of other foods. Copy image. English is weird in general. Yes, it is. Actually, wait a minute. I can just save image as. Okay. So I got okay. So I got steak. Now let's do potatoes. Save image as. Schnitz. Okay, steak, potatoes, tacos. Save image as. And then we have seafood. I'm going to try something real quick. No, damn it. So yeah, Harp, think of other foods that you can throw my way. So, give me a minute. Spaghetti. Save image as. Let me get spaghetti. Just gonna see something for a minute. Eggs. Eggs are S tier. And I say that especially since I have eggs very often. They're awesome. I love eggs. Eggs are S tier. Just overall, I love eggs. So yeah, eggs are S tier. Okay. Just gonna find a few more things when it comes down to it. Okay. So we got steak, potatoes, tacos, seafood, spaghetti, and what else did I got? Oh yeah, mint. So mint. Plant. Save image as. Raw chicken. Oh no. Okay. Oh man. Yeah, I gotta do eggs. No, not that. Minute. Okay. Raw chicken. Raw chicken. There's a lot of things you can do with that, so I'd probably, but it's still raw, so I'm gonna put it in A tier. Raw chicken. Save image as. Okay. So as you find some more food, schnitz. A minute. On. And we're back. Okay. So, just to remind everyone, steak goes on C tier. Yeah, I get that. Okay. Steak goes in C tier. Potatoes go in S tier. Tacos go in B tier. Seafood goes in F tier. Spaghetti goes in S tier 2. Mint goes in F tier. I'm running out of ideas. I hear that, man. I hear that. Oh my God. Give me a minute. I'm getting you some help, man. Me too, man. But yeah, luckily, tomatoes. Tomatoes are A tier. I'm gonna put tomatoes on A tier because like I really don't see putting it anywhere else. So eggs, raw chicken. Eggs go in S tier. Raw chicken goes in A tier. So wait a minute, let me just organize this a little better. There we go. Now it should be a lot easier to maneuver here. Okay. So tomatoes. Save image as, download, and then, no, not that. Wait a minute. Okay. So A tier. Tomatoes are an A tier. So far, no food in D tier. Roses. Oh yeah, roses are food. I'm pretty sure they're food. Flowers can be food. Give me a minute. Wait a minute, just in case. Are roses edible? Yes, roses are edible. Almost every part of the rose plant can be consumed. Tossed into salads, used as a garnish for desserts, made into rose syrup for cocktails, mixed with honey as a spread, added to sugar or butter to enhance recipes. I've never really eaten a rose. I've never really eaten a flower. But, okay, let's rose. So save image as. Damn it. Give me a minute. Okay. So I've never had a rose before, but I'll put it in B tier. Actually, I'm not sure where to put it, since I've never had it before. Yeah, I'll put it in B tier. Like, because eating a rose sounds awesome. Yeah, I hear that. Basically, lettuce with a bit of a perfume scent, with a perfume aftertaste. Yeah, I can see that being the case, and I can see that why that could be delicious. I never had it, but I'm willing to try it, so that's why it goes in B tier. Alrighty, let's see what else my mind can come up with. So yeah, anything else you have? You have to ask about what food I will rank heart. because I will rank it. Images. Let me just. Okay. Downloads. No, schnitz. Sandwich, as they say. Okay, so I'll just do sandwiches. Obviously, the one I'm looking at right now is not kosher, but sandwiches, this is meant to represent sandwiches as a whole. Give me a minute. So yeah, sandwiches as a whole. Okay. So let's save the image as. Okay. We got sandwiches. And let's do, and since you said pie, okay. So the picture I'm going to choose is a apple pie, cinnamon crumble apple pie recipe. Okay, so let's take the image from that. And now we have sandwiches and pie. Sandwiches are S tier. S tier for sandwiches because they come in many different varieties. And I'm not a fan of pie. D tier. It's not the worst thing. Like I've had pie crust before, specifically with cheesecake in it. It's awesome. But like I'm not into pie. I've never been into pie personally. But I know people who have. They say it's good. I've just never really understood the hype. So yeah, pie is on the D tier. And yeah, pie's on the D tier. And we got sandwiches in S tier. Anyways, so Harp, any other food? Just check your emoji list of food, and those will probably give you some ideas. Soup. As someone who has made soup for my old school when they were doing running in the winter, I kind of have a soft spot for soup because, like, it's a vibe. Soup is a vibe, straight up vibe. I'm probably also gonna have a lot of controversy when it comes to soup, but that's a story for another day. But yeah, let's rank soup. Let's see which soup here looks good enough to put on the list to represent soup. Yeah, let's do this one. Yep. Save image as. Okay, soup. Wait a minute. Vegetable soup. And soup goes B tier. Soup goes B tier. Rice. That's a good option. Rice. So rice. Rice is very good. It's good. I'd probably put rice in A tier. A tier, rice. It's that simple. So rice goes in A tier. Actually, wait a minute. Being that, I wonder, give me a minute. All right, can you guys see that? Can you see that, Harp? What do you think of my tier list so far? So yeah, this is my first time actually showing off beans. Beans, what the what? Beans, they're good for your heart. Okay, let's do this. Beans. Beans, what the what? So, homemade Heinz baked beans. And if I'm going to put them anywhere, oh, schnitz. Here we go. Beans would probably go. I mean, do you see the screen right now? Since I'm kind of like showing off the screen. Give me a minute. Let me just see something. There we go. Yeah, it's there. So, give me a minute. You sure? It's like right there. Also, welcome, second person. If you have any food to show off, to see where they go on the list, definitely feel free to put that on and put that in the comments. Okay. So that's weird. Can you see it now, Harp? Alrighty. So okay, awesome. So you can see. Okay. So let's put beans in the proper place. I think since I haven't really had proper beans, I'm probably gonna put it in B tier right now. So yeah, beans go in the B tier. And yes, we got beans in B tier before GTA 6. Now that being said, let's see what else, what other foods we can throw into this tier list. This lovely, lovely tier list. And that being said, let's see what else I can rank. I'm genuinely curious to see what else I can rank here. Skimming toilet, oh no! Actually, wait a minute. Oh no. Oh. It's come to this, man. It's come to this. Oh man. Uh No, damn it. Give me a minute. Save images. I can't believe I'm doing this. It's going on a food list, man. Just, before I know this is turning into like different things. I'm gonna put this in C tier, just behind steak. So that's where Skibidi Toilet goes. I can't believe I just put it. I put Skibidi Toilet on a food list. Ugh. We live in a society where we can put Skibidi Toilet on a food tier list. How crazy is that? Like, oh my God, that is bizarre. So yeah, let's see what else we can put on this tier list. Enchanted golden apple. All right. And oh, it's a Minecraft food. Save image as. Honestly, never played Minecraft, but I hear gold in real life actually is edible. And I'm a sucker for apples. So I'd put in an S tier, especially since it's enchanted. So yeah, enchanted golden apple goes in S tier. Three tiers above Skibidi Toilet. No, wait, I think I've played Minecraft, but like I don't play it. It never really interested me. But but I understand the hype. Like the hype is there. Good for Minecraft players. They get to have their thing. And you know, that's good. And it's even more funny since I have Smash Brothers and I have Steve. So I get to like play Minecraft, technically speaking, through Smash Brothers. It's fun. It's really fun if you know how to use Steve. Also, just so I don't like regret not doing this. Ooh, pancakes. Before I do those, though, I need to pancakes. 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 Before I do the other thing, I'm just gonna. And yes, because we put Skibidi Toilet on this list, we're now also doing Fortnite Skibidi Toilet to put on the list. Pancakes, I would put in B tier. Like, I'll eat pancakes, but it's not easy to eat them if you don't have something like flour. Actually, wait a minute. Why did I even put Skibidi Toilet on like the tier for food? Give me a minute. Add row below. Skibidi. That's the Skibidi Toilet Sigma Rizzler tier. Boom. Also, just a little bit of clarification here. I am not a avid follower of Skibidi Toilet. That's probably a good thing. So yeah, just clarification for the record. I am not an avid Skibidi Toilet fan. I own the bundle. Yes, I own the bundle. Primarily because everyone's hating on it. And you know what? I people for that. Awesome. I got like a victory royale today with Skibidi. The sentences, man. The sentences we have nowadays. So yeah, now we have the Skibidi Toilet Sigma Rizzler here. No, wait, let me just fix it here. Giotted Sigma Rizzler. There we go. With a hint of Did I spell that correctly? Give me a minute. Oh, it's Phantom Tax. Yeah, I spelled that right. Phantom Tax. There we go. Skibidi Toilet Giotted Sigma Rizzler with a hint of Phantom Tax. That's the new tier. What the hell is my life right now? Ranking food with Skibidi Toilet in it. Brainrot stream. Oh my gosh, we're just gonna put like Brainrot here and then food here. That's the stream now. Let me just edit the name of the stream right now. Give me a minute. Edit. Q&A plus food X Brainrot tier list. Not X. Give me a minute. There. Updated stream name. You're welcome. Yes, damn it. Yeah, like a Rizzler. I got brain rot in my head now, damn it. Okay. What other foods or brain rot have you got for me? Yes, I'm fine. Thank you for asking, Carp. So I'm going to real quick get some soda. In the meantime, just think of a food you want me to do for the list or brain rot or something. Did I just see that correctly? Corn. Yes. Corn. Absolutely. Corn deserves to be on here. Corn. Okay, this is a sexy photo of corn. Okay. Corn. Okay, we got corn. A tier. Yeah, it doesn't have as much variety as potatoes, but you can still do a lot with corn, especially eat it raw. No, actually, no, wait. In that case, no, wait, no. Never mind. Because you can't do as much of it as, at least you can eat it raw, but you don't have as much variety as you have with potatoes when it comes to corn. It's still good food, though. Corn is awesome. I love corn. I even like a, actually, maybe I'll eat it tomorrow for lunch. And just a hint of ASMR. That's me tapping on my Coke can. You're welcome. And that's me opening it. And this is me drinking it. Ooh, that's solid. So yeah, what other foods do we got? And as you figure it out, I'm going to check out the list right now. Okay, sandwiches, potatoes, spaghetti, eggs, enchanted golden apple. All of those are S tier. And then you got corn, rice, raw chicken, and tomatoes in A tier. Tacos, soup, roses, beans, and of course, you got pancakes. Coke ASMR. Yes. Not sponsored, by the way. Though I would definitely be humbled if Coke were to sponsor me. Anyways, we got steak in C tier, pie in D tier, and mint and seafood in F tier, and Skibidi Toilet in the Skibidi Toilet Fortnite bundle in the Skibidi Toilet Gated Sigma Rizzler with a hint of fast tier. I can't believe that's a sentence. Yep, that's a sentence. I'm going to have to check the transcript for that. And yeah, it is a legit sentence. And that being said, let's see what else we can put on this list. Actually, put Coke on the list. Yes. Okay, Coke. Okay, should I do... Okay, Harp, since you're here, I would have said chat. Should I do can or bottle? And if bottle, what kind? Plastic or glass? You're picking the face of Coke representative, of the Coke representative. these decisions are very important. It could make or break the list, quite literally. Can, I guess. Okay. Save images. Okay. It's there. Yay. Okay. Obviously S tier. Soda is amazing. Bad for you, but it's amazing. It tastes great. It goes with almost any food you eat. It's not alcohol, so you can't really get drunk from it. So it's an ideal party drink. So yeah, that's my that's where I would put Coke on the list. S tier. Absolutely amazing. Now let's see what else I can put on this list. What else can I put on the list? The list. Okay. That's my hacking skills. Just kidding. I'm just typing random keys on the keyboard. But yeah, let's see what else I can put on this list. Me? Yeah. All right. What other foods can I put on here? Come on, I need some. Anyways. So yeah, let's see. Yes, hacking in movies be like, definitely. Okay. So let's get more food or Brainrot on here. Alrighty. What else can we do for this list? Lunchly. Oh no. Oh no, not Lunchly. Shh. Okay. Lunchly. Okay, let's do the most colorful sort of image here of Lunchly. it's bound to. There we go. Okay. Just kidding. I'm not putting it that high. It's not kosher, but I've heard a lot of terrible things about it. Also, I hate Prime. I hate the idea of Prime energy drinks or something. So F tier. F tier for Lunchly. Come on, Mr. Beast. You could have done so much better. And the dude hardly even makes his chocolate bars kosher, so I can't even eat them anyways. Damn shame, too. So, yeah. Never had a Feastables. And I don't think I ever will. Because they're not kosher, and I doubt they'll ever will be kosher. Put it in the Brainrot category. I could. I honestly could. But at the end of the day, something tells me that it's far too it's far too bad to even be in the brain rot category. It's not even that good. Like, brain rot is its own designated tier. I can't even put it there. Peppers. Okay, now you have my attention. All right. Okay. So, peppers. I think honestly, it depends on what color pepper you have. But relatively speaking, if we're talking about like the classic bell peppers, which are awesome, and if we're talking red, yellow, and orange, not green, they're pretty weird when it comes to their flavor. Very sweet, and not in a good way. I put them in A. As you can see, yes, I very much love my vegetables and fruit, because according to science, tomatoes are actually fruit. And yes, that has been proven scientifically. Although it's weird, halakhically speaking, when it comes to the Bible, because when it comes to food, you're supposed to like say a blessing before you eat it. And apparently, we say the phrase ha'adama, which is food from the ground, when it comes to tomatoes, even though they grow on vines. And grapes also come on vines, which you say ha'etz, which is from the tree. Bruh. Beets. Okay, beets. I'll be honest, never in my life am I ever going to look at somebody in the face with with pure like trust if they actually eat this stuff, if they eat beets. Like, I don't get the hype behind it. I don't get it. Not at all. It's not the worst thing, but it's not the best. So I'm just going to put it at like D. D tier for beets. I don't get it. So Yeah, that's the tier list so far. Let's see what else we got. What else we got here? Pickles. Yes. Yes. Yes, pickles. Pickles. So, pickles are good. They are amazing depending on how you get them. So, let's say you have your average pickles that are brined and they're not exactly spicy, but they're sour and a good kind of sour and brined and stuff. So, like the good kind of pickles. Something like the image that I'm going to show you. Let's give me a minute. Like that. Those look like good, juicy pickles. Good, juicy, crunchy pickles. And because they come in different varieties, like at this point, like S tier. S tier for pickles. Like the pickle hate is dumb. I'm just going to say it outright. If you hate pickles, you have not found the right ones. I'm just going to say it right now. You have not found the right pickles if you hate pickles. That's a fact. No. And I don't think I will because that is such a clash in flavor if you think about it. Because Kool-Aid is sweet in a sense, no? The pickle and tomato hate is dumb. Yes! Thank you. Thank you. Like, I don't understand why people hate tomatoes. They can be great. Except for cherry tomatoes and such. Like, but if you get like the nice, big, juicy, plump tomatoes, solid. The smaller tomatoes you can avoid, fine. But you can't deny the big ones are where it's at. Big ones are goated. Kool-Aid pickles are good, not gonna lie. I don't know, maybe I'll give it a shot if I ever encounter them. Let's just hope I'm still alive if I ever do try Kool-Aid pickles, because let's face it, Kool-Aid doesn't have the best rep right now. Because, lots of movies, you don't want to drink from the Kool-Aid. Otherwise, I don't know, man. They're an unholy amount of sweet. Like, it's not like I can't exactly put my finger on it. I don't know why. It's an unsettling amount of sweet in there, and I cannot bring myself to like it. Otherwise, tomatoes are the goat when it comes to underestimated food, along with pickles. Pickles and tomatoes are good. They're amazing. So let's see what else. What other food do we got here? Do we got that we can do? Like, I'm genuinely curious. What other foods can we do? Burgers. Burgers are a solid choice, man. So let's do burger. Yeah, let's do this one. Since I can't have it with cheese, so like this will represent the burgers. There we go. There we go. Honestly, you could do a lot with burgers, but like I'm not going to call them the best, but I'm not going to call them the worst. So A tier. Give me a minute. Okay, I'm back. And yeah, burgers are A tier. Not too impressive, but they are good. Very good. Enough to make themselves an American staple. Hot dogs. Of course, hot dogs. Yes. So hot dogs. Let's see. Yeah, this one I think reps it pretty good. Okay. Save images. And yeah, hot dogs also go A tier. Lots of A tiers right now. Lots of S tiers, lots of A tiers. Give me a minute. Aphrodite. Give me a minute. Schnitz. How do I undo? No, wait a minute. There we go. Uh, it's not food. So Africa goes in the that's not food tier. Look, man, be grateful that I did not put in the skibbity toilet yachted Sigma Rizzler with a hint of phantom tax tier. Jeez. What do you mean by that? What do you mean by that? You posted this on April 10th. Oh my gosh. Oh man. No kidding. Delta said, same. Wait. Me too, caught in 4K. Harp is down bad on main right now. Oh my gosh, I'm reading the comments on these. Said grilled cheese is mid. I'm just going to prove wrong right now. Give me a minute. So, like, my gosh, the fact that somebody said grilled cheese is mid in those comments. How dare they? In fact, this isn't out of spite. This is out of love for them. Tell them that if they ever see the stream. Damn it. Give me a minute. I don't know why it's not working at the moment. And there we go. I wouldn't put it in those tiers. In fact, I put it in A tier. Sure, it's not an S, but it's an A. Because I'm okay. I'm okay. So yeah, grilled cheese is an A tier. It's not the best food out there, but it definitely is up there, and it deserves love. So yeah, let's see what else we can do. Anyways, so yeah, as you think of more food for us to do, might as well recap. Potatoes, sandwich, spaghetti, eggs, enchanted golden apple, Coke, pickles are all in S tier. Corn, rice, raw chicken, tomatoes, peppers, burgers, hot dogs, and grilled cheese are in A tier. Tacos, your soup, roses, beans, and pancakes are in B. Steak is in C. We got pie and beets in D tier. And mint, seafood, and lunchly in F tier. And that's not food category. We got Aphrodite from Fortnite. And in the Skibidi Toilet Yachted Sigma Rizzler with a hint of Phantom Tax tier, we got Skibidi Toilet and the Skibidi Toilet Fortnite bundle. Wow. What a tier list so far. What an amazing, amazing tier list. It's truly beautiful, man. So far, it's like music to my ears. Beautiful stuff. Salads. Salad as a concept. All right. So, salad. Same image as. Also mouthwash. So salad, since it comes in like different varieties, you can do like anything with salad. S tier. Salad is S tier, depending on if you make it right. Like if you make it right, if we're talking about generic salad, since they come in different varieties, S tier. You could do some. And then there's mouthwash. Mouthwash. So mouthwash. So let's say Listerine, since that's the biggest rep of mouthwash out there. So that's your mouthwash rep. Come on, it had to be obvious, because majority of mouthwashes are mint. And as you know, I hate mint. Mint is not good. It is disgusting. It is terrible. It is evil. It is quite literally a weed in my garden that I will pluck out and salt the earth on it so it can never grow back again. That is how much I hate mint. But yeah, seriously. But in all seriousness, yeah, I'm pretty sure mouthwash doesn't really consist as food anyway. So I'm just going to put that in. That's not food anyways. Still disgusting. Don't get me wrong. But it's not food. Yeah, I get it, bro. Alrighty. Let's see what else we got. What else do we got to add on our list? Alrighty. So, just to recap what we got here. Potatoes, sandwich, spaghetti, eggs, enchanted golden apple, Coke, pickles, salad, corn, rice, raw chicken, tomatoes, peppers, burgers, hot dogs, grilled cheese. Nope, not ever. Not ever. It is absolutely honestly, give me a minute. Honestly, if you ever wanted mint chocolate chip ice cream, or like mint ice cream as a whole, you might as well go with this. Oh, no. Look at this. I have to add to the list. Give me a minute. Give me a minute. Oh my God. Wait. Oh, I have to add this to the list. Since we're talking about ice cream flavors, give me a minute. If I can say whatever is my favorite ice cream flavor, I can guarantee this is not it. I can guarantee this one is not it. In case you're wondering, that is Ben & Jerry's toothpaste and orange juice flavored ice cream. Oh no. Oh man. That's going to taste terrible, man. Like no amount of heavy cream is going to save you from that. Oh my God. Oh no. That is the most cursed thing on this list. In fact, I'm going to put that in. I'm going to have to put that in the Brainrot category. Now we have in the Brainrot category, Skibbity Toilet, the Skibbity Toilet Fortnite bundle, and Ben & Jerry's toothpaste and orange juice flavored ice cream. Harp, you doing okay? Okay, awesome. You'll never believe what I've added to the Brainrot category. What do you think? What do you think, man? Just making sure that you saw or not. So yeah, I'm not sure if that's a real flavor, but if it is, yes, yes. Oh my God, dude, so much people are like crying right now. Maybe just thinking about the possibility of this existing. And with that said, we got like 3 minutes, so I might as well end in about 3 minutes. So let's get a few more things on here, and then I'll post it on the. And then I'll post it on Twitter because we made this tier list. So I might as well like share it with people. Anyways, let's see what else we got. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Let me just make sure I'm not going blind here. Excuse me. pretty sure I saw something that was absolutely crazy. Avocados. 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 Oh my God. Avocados. Okay. Let's get this bad boy. Okay, this will be the last one on the list since I'm running out of time. We got this free shavacado. So let's put that right D tier. I don't get the hype behind it. I'm sorry. I don't get the hype behind it. I mean, I hear they're good for your heart, but like, that's just me. And that is the tier list for today. Wow, what a list. Whew. Now to, I'm just going to save this. And then I'm going to open. Yes, Aphrodite making it is vital, very vital to the list. So before we close, I'm just going to, wait a minute. Okay. Before we close, I'm just going to send this to myself. And clear a bunch of other stuff right now. And yeah, I'm going to make sure that I get it. Okay. So compose. There we go. Okay. Sent, and I will send that on Twitter. For now, though, this has been a fun stream, and I can't wait to do it again when I get the chance. For now, this is Thunder Kid, over and out. See you next time.